A local organization supporting LGBTQ youth has received city funding after 2 prior attempts failed. Manhattan City Commissioners last month voted to include True Colors Flint Hills among the agencies receiving money set aside to pay for alcohol and drug abuse prevention and treatment programs in 2025. And according to organization officials on social media, they said they have received the first half of the payout. Officials also said that the $5,000 they've gotten already for the city will pay a portion of the director's salary. Commissioners overrode the Community Support Fund Advisory Board's recommendation to fund True Colors the 2 previous years. The organization's request faced opposition again this year, with commissioners voting 3-2 to approve the advisory board's recommendation to include True Colors, which itself passed the board by a 4-3 vote. The vote passed due to support of Commissioners Adamczyk, McCullough, and Opelt, Commissioners Mata and Minton in opposition. Riley County's Budget and Planning Committee presented a policy for incentives intended to entice developers building affordable housing. The committee members propose reinvestment housing incentive districts. The RHID captures the increase in property taxes created by the development for up to 25 years. County and Budget Finance Officer Brittany Phillips presented an overview of the RHID policy at Thursday's County Commission meeting. The commissioners did not take votes on the matter as it was their first time looking at the proposal. The next steps to implement the RHID policy include a public hearing before the city passes an ordinance.
The city has to hold a public hearing and pass an ordinance or resolution. And then from that, the county has 30 days and the school district has 30 days to veto that after that approval has went through.
There'll be 2 public hearings technically on that because they do 2 readings.
Commissioners made few comments but asked questions about affordability. Deputy County Councilor Jacob Hansen said it's up to the commission to decide what they consider affordable. A winter weather advisory is set to go into effect later in the day on Friday. Chip Redmond with Kansas Messinette explains further.
That system that we expect tomorrow into Sunday definitely has taken on a little bit warmer of a look, and it's all about timing. We have cold air at the surface right now, and if that system were to speed up a little bit and push into the region tomorrow night a little bit earlier, that would mean it had more cold air to work with at the surface and could give us that chance of freezing drizzle. I still wouldn't say it's completely out of the picture.
The winter weather advisory is set to go into effect around 1 p.m. this afternoon. Chip Redmond joins K-Man's Morning News every Thursday at 7:35. More on the day's headlines can be found at our website, newsradiokman.com and themercury.com.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in places that could expose you to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Good morning, I'm Troy Coverdale with your sports headlines. K-State football landed its first player out of the transfer portal this offseason as former Oklahoma cornerback Jaden Rowe announced his commitment to the Wildcats on social media last night. The 6'2", 221-pound Tulsa native will have 2 to 3 years of eligibility, having spent 3 in Norman. He was a 4-star recruit out of high school but was limited in game action this season, having missed most of last year with an injury. After losing him midway through the year with a season-ending knee injury, senior linebacker Bo Palmer will return to K-State for a final year. The Blue Valley graduate played in 13 games in 2023. He played in the first 7 this year before leaving with that injury that ended his season with 8 tackles and 2 quarterback hurries. High school basketball tonight. Both Manhattan High teams play at Dodge City. Wamego visits Lewisburg. Rock Creek is at Sabetha. Valley Heights travels to Riley County. Frankfort takes on Manhattan Chief at the Wabaunsee tournament. And Blue Valley Randolph continues action at the Mission Valley tournament. Last night, the Frankfort boys dropped Northern Heights 55-30. The girls were 61-33 winners over Northern Heights. Council Grove's boys took a 10-point win over Clifton Clyde, 65-55. Clifton Clyde reversed it on the girls' scoreboard 56-29. Both Manhattan High wrestling teams claimed duels with Bonner Springs last night. The boys by a 65-9 mark, the girls 48-24. K-State women's basketball back at it tomorrow. The Cats participating in the Bill Snyder Basketball Classic in St. Joseph, Missouri, matching up with Middle Tennessee State. The Wildcats 10-1 thus far this year. The Raiders are 7-3. Tip-off is at 5 tomorrow with coverage on Sunny 102.5 and News Radio KMAN, getting underway at 4:30. Have a great day. I'm Troy Coverdale.